are, guys. We're not sure how far we got yet or how far we have to go, but we are out here riding in the rain, just having a large time. Stopped to get a little bit extra water, and we are headed on down the road. Yeah, I did a little suffering on one of the hills back there while Jesse made fun of me and rode circles around me and went back down the hill, rode back up again, but I think we're gonna make it.
This is what happens in Delaware when you stop on the side of the road.
Hey. Let's not be making fun of the old folks. It's not kind to make fun of old people. There's a thing you gotta do once in a while. It's called, once the traffic quiets down a little bit, it's called a siesta. It's a Greek word. You have to take a siesta and just calm down a little bit, let your heart rate slow down. Okay, so here we are out here in the clear blue sky, trucking down the road, down here by Maryland somewhere, trying to find a place for breakfast. Anyway, suffering for the Lord, you know, but I really got to think about the people over there in the Middle East that are actually suffering. People that couldn't afford a bicycle, don't even know if they have a place to eat or anything to eat today. So thinking about that probably more than what we're doing. But yeah, keep praying for us.
You still got it.
And we can't go alone. Our Father is there. Mile after mile for Jesus. Some of us have to turn our pedals a little oftener than some others. And it tears me up that this little guy wants to help. So here we are on a cloudy day down in Knott's Island waiting for the ferry, and somebody showed up here today, Lynette.
Hey.
And I would like to know, Lynette, talk to us a little bit about what it was that made you decide you want to come along.
Great. Well, a lot of it was that Steve and John did a talk at my church a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't realized what it was like, especially in Syria, but the Middle East, for the believers over there. So I wanted to do something, get off my butt by sitting on it to ride a bike. But also because a couple of years ago, I had a dream about joining a bike ride here in the Outer Banks, and so it felt like this was a double whammy confirmation. It was something I needed to do, so that's why I'm here.
Awesome. So are you enjoying the suffering?
Well, yeah, in a way I am. Yeah, I like working out.
There's a great bunch of people that we have here. Some kids that are wandering around here. Let me see if we can find all of them on here. and plenty of snacks. And yeah, we're waiting to get on a ferry here and go across to Karatuk, and then we will head on from there. Okay, I stopped here for a little bit beside the road just to make a video and to kind of show you what we were riding by. There's my trusty old steed, and we were riding by all this stuff here on out on Outer Banks. Beautiful time here. Had I got off the road for a little bit this morning and was on a Zoom call with people from all over the Middle East and all over the world, really. And they are just really, they're not sure what to say. They're very excited and humbled that people are doing a fundraiser to try to help them. And yeah, I'm excited about it too. I think that God has a lot bigger things in mind than we have planned. And in the meantime, we're just gonna keep pedaling down the road here. I am 8 miles away from my hotel in Kitty Hawk. It is 6 o'clock, so I should be able to be there by 6:45 or so, and we'll clean up and relax a little bit for the evening. But thank all of you for your prayers. God bless each one, and yeah, share this with somebody. Share it to somebody that doesn't have social media. That helps a lot. Thanks.
You made it! How was that ride?
So we are in Outer Banks, North Carolina, and there are of course coffee shops, and you gotta stop and have yourself a nice coffee once in a while. And there's pretty much everything around here, all kind of places to do stuff. And hey, it's Outer Banks. It's a place for vacation. People come and hang out. And we're riding down today from Kitty Hawk to Ocracoke, which is 100 miles. And it's just, yeah, we got a tailwind at our back, and it's just a beautiful time to be out here riding. But thinking about people in the Middle East and the suffering that's going on there, most of them are not thinking about vacation. They're thinking about whether or not they're going to have food this winter. And we're going to help them. So thanks for being a part of this and paying attention. So we are down here in beautiful South Carolina, just kind of coming into the outskirts of North Myrtle Beach. And of course we had to stop, we were there in Mocksville, North Carolina last night, left there real early this morning and drove back out here to the route, and I got the bikes out and started down the route. Now it is time for the real deal. You got to stop at McDonald's and get an ice cream cone. That's the best part of the cycling thing that I've found so far, is the ice cream cones. If anybody wants to come join us, we're planning to stay here in North Myrtle Beach overnight and head on down the road tomorrow morning. But really excited. I believe from the beginning that if people understood the plight that our friends and our brothers and sisters in the Middle East are in, that they would rally to the cause. And the amount that's on the fundraiser right now is just a little bit under 100,000, and I think it's just going to keep going up. God bless all of you for giving and for caring about our brothers and sisters over there that are the real Anabaptists of today. So here we are again. We had to stop at a McDonald's. It is beginning to be debatable how many miles per ice cream cone we're actually getting. But we came by McDonald's and we just knew there was an ice cream cone in here begging to be eaten, so we stopped to get it. Of course, Jesse got himself a frap because that's kind of his thing. He likes these fraps. But we are cruising along here in South Carolina and headed over toward Monk's Corner. Not gonna make it tonight, but we'll make it a good part of the way out into the swamp there, providing we don't run over any alligators or they don't run over us. And then we will go into Monk's Corner probably for the night. Tomorrow we'll ride a little ways and then trailer into going into the Blackville and Barnwell area for an event on Saturday evening. And pretty excited that John Samara is going to fly in there for Saturday evening. And then Sunday morning he's going to be talking in Waynesboro, Georgia. So we'll be going down to Waynesboro. He'll be talking down there. And then try to come out here, back out here to where we started and go on down the road and get some more miles in and head toward Jessup, Georgia. So stuff's going pretty good. Haven't got hit yet, only fell over about 4 times, so we're feeling pretty good. We had to get some brake work done on the vehicle today, and Jevin is out right now filling it up with fuel and washing all of our stinky riding clothes in the laundromat, and then we will head on down the road tomorrow, Lord willing. But just thinking, you know, as I'm riding, I'm thinking a lot. People asking me, do you feel pain? And honestly, I would have to say that as soon as I start feeling pain, I think about the people that I love and that I care about in the Middle East and how they're sitting there living without people that they love because they were kidnapped or killed, or wondering, you know, just living day after day with questions. Where are they? We don't know where they're at. We don't know what they're doing, and feeling like there's a way for us, we can reach out and help these people, and we're going to do it. And I'm confident that the believers in this country and in this area will rise to the occasion and say, yes, we're going to help our brothers and sisters in Christ. Up on top of the bridge in beautiful Georgetown. See all the way out there? See Jesse's smiling mug all the way around here. Beautiful place here in Georgetown, South Carolina. So we're still making headway. out of here. Now Jesse has been along in the whole ride, and today we are taking off to go over to Meggs, Georgia. And there goes Jesse into the sunset by himself. He has come all the way from Pennsylvania and thinks that he can make the 300 miles from here to Sarasota in the rest of today and tomorrow. He plans to be in Sarasota by Wednesday night. He has done the entire trip on a single speed bike. Pedal along here, coming into Lake Butler, and yeah, kind of. We crossed Highway 10 a ways back there and Interstate 10 and headed down through here. Talked to the people today down at Yoder's in Sarasota, and they are all set up for us there on Saturday night. Free pie and ice cream. Anybody that wants to come in there 7 o'clock to Yoder's in Sarasota. We're gonna have a celebration time there at Yoder's in Sarasota at 7 o'clock on Saturday, Lord willing. Assuming everything keeps going here, going well, and yeah, just kind of riding along. Of course, when you get tired, thinking about the people that are actually suffering, but just really excited for all that everybody's helped with here, and think about all the hours that people put in, and all the free ice cream and stuff that people supplied to the different meetings along the way. The one that we were going to have tonight in Bell, Florida, got completely canceled because of some miscommunication and people kind of forgetting what was happening there. So we're not doing that one, but we are really looking forward to having an evening off here anyway, to just kind of reconstruct things. And there's some kind people putting us up in an Airbnb here tonight and making supper for us, and so yeah, we're excited. We have another day of road life and one day of trail life, and then it'll be home stretch down to Sarasota. So we have a thing coming up Friday night in Dade City. If you are in Florida or around Florida and you want to be at one of the events, it will be at Dade City on Friday night. Okay, 80 miles down for the day. We are here in our Airbnb, ready to go and actually get a shower and maybe start to feel a little bit like a human being, and possibly even feel like a Christian. I thought I would show you what happens when we run in the rain. We put this stuff on the chain that's supposed to be waterproof so that the water doesn't wash all the lube off of the chain, and then we end up with these kind of things. Some kind of tattoos there, not really sure what to make out of them, but anyway, we got to go try and scrub those tattoos off because they come every day when we ride through the rain. Had a pretty good ride today. Most of the time it was cloudy. We did run through 1 or 2 showers. So you get wet, you dry off, you are happy. Some of the time, we try to be happy all the time. One of the little guys that was riding along today got off the side of the road and took a nasty spill there, and some people on the highway saw it, so they stopped to make sure he was okay. So it just all adds to the excitement. He seems to be none worse for the wear tonight. But we are here in Florida. Tomorrow, Lord willing, we get on a bike path that is 50 miles long and will take us into Dade City. So we're looking forward to that. Not being around the traffic, not being around all the cars all day. But had a good time today, good ride. God took care of us very well, and we're excited to keep going here and see what comes next. Well, boys and girls, we have stopped beside the road. We are sucking on our water and Gatorade. We've got, but our biggest problem here is one of the bikes over there doesn't have a tire on it. And the guy has not figured out how to ride it without a tire, so We gotta fix that. So here we go again today down the road. It's a beautiful day. We're not dealing with the beating down sun. We're not dealing with the rain. We're just tooling along. There's about 7 of us here today. We are trying to make our way through the city of Gainesville, Florida. Trying to remember all the stop signs that you got to pull your shoe out of the clip so you don't go for splat on the pavement. A really good night last night. We're trying to put on about 80 miles today. And not going too bad. 10 o'clock, 25 down. I think we're going to try and stop for lunch 12:30. So just cruising along here, and yeah, still trying to think of more ways to get this spread around a little bit. More people help with it. With what I see is a really big need there in Syria, in the Middle East, but especially in Syria this winter, with believers that are just new believers, and they don't really know. So many of them don't know anything about the Christian community. They don't know even that Christians help each other. It's kind of a, I don't know how you would say it, the not very well hidden secret that in spite of all of the billions of dollars of oil money in the Middle East, most of the NGOs in the world, non-government organizations in the world that are out feeding people and helping people with need, in this case specifically trying to help Christians with need, is done by low to middle income families in America. As far as I can tell, it appears to me from everything that I can research that Americans give more money every year than all the rest of the world combined. So I would be willing for somebody to show me some statistics that don't say that. Anyway, just trying to help out in any way we can here today and continuing on down the road. We're sitting here in Dunallen, Florida today, getting ready to get on a bike trail. And one of our favorite little riders here that occasionally knocks one of us over is excited. Why are you excited today? Why are you riding? I think you got to say that louder.
Because I want to help the Christians in Syria.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. We're so excited about that. And early in the morning, already have a flat. So some of the guys are sitting here fixing a flat, and we will head on down the trail. In the meantime, I have some more really exciting news. We are at 130,000, and the next $50,000 that we raise is going to be matched dollar for dollar. I got a phone call this morning. A guy said, if you can raise $50,000 more dollars, I will match it. That is astounding. God bless each one of you that's giving or thinking about giving. Bless you and just give you wisdom today. And yeah, pray for us for safety too, in the name of Jesus. So I'm sitting here along the trail in a kind of a little picnic shelter thing type deal here. It's quite a trail. It just is so beautiful in every direction. You got this long trail covered in trees. Of course, there's some places where the sun's shining on it. Beautiful Florida day. And I think I might have kind of outrun my coverage there, so I'm waiting for them to catch up. to me here, and we'll tool on down the trail together. But I was thinking about one of my friends over there in Syria, and I was talking with him, and the guy lost everything he had. He had into the millions of dollars in business every year, and he had a factory and machines and everything, and it's all gone. It's all blown up by ISIS or stolen, and it's all torn up. Still has part of his house that he's living in. And he showed no emotion when he talked about any of it. But when I asked him about his people, his voice broke a little bit, and he said, last month we didn't have anything to help our widows with. And that's what broke his heart, was that there's widows there, they didn't have anything to help them with. That's why we're doing what we're doing on this bike ride. We're going to go and we're going to help those widows. We're going to help them understand that there are other believers who love them and care about them. God bless you. In the early morning, trying to get our biking on, and of course the girls are on their phone. Who would have thought? The girls are all on their phones. The guys are down here trying to fix a bike tire, and yes, there's another girl on her phone. So we're having a good time here, but we had a flat tire, and it looks like by 9:15 or so we'll have about a third of our miles on. We got a beautiful bike trail here for a couple miles, and pretty excited about that. So here we are in Sarasota, Florida. The whole crowd out there in the front, going down the sidewalk, traffic all over the place. But we have arrived. We just got a couple miles to go.